Exercise 7.4, question number 1. If NC8 equal to NC2, find the value of NC2. So, solving question number 1 of exercise 7.4, solution 1. We know that if NCX equal to NCY, then either x is equal to y. If this is not possible, or we'll have x plus y equal to n. So here what we are having is NC8 is equal to NC2. Now it is very clear that 8 cannot be equal to 2. That is not possible. So the only possibility is that x plus y has to be equal to n. So therefore n equal to 8 plus 2. Therefore n equal to 10. And what we have to find? The value of NC2. So therefore we can say that NC2 is equal to 10C2 equal to 10 factorial over, we'll just use the formula of NCR, that is n minus r factorial into r factorial. So 10 factorial over 8 factorial into 2 factorial. And now we'll simplify this. So we'll be getting equal to 10 into 9 into 8 factorial, because 10 factorial is bigger than 8 factorial, so we can split 10 factorial, and we are having here in the denominator 2 factorial. 2 factorial is actually 2 into 1, and we are having here 8 factorial. So 8 factorial and in the numerator and denominator will cancel each other. So what we are going to get is 90 over 2, and that is equal to 45. So therefore we can say that 10C2 is equal to 45. So this is the answer of question number 1, exercise 7.4. So now let us go in the next one, that is we'll go in question number 2. So question number 2, determine n if first part 2nc3 ratio nc3 equal to 12 ratio 1. So solving the second part, 2nc3 ratio nc3 equal to 12 ratio 1. So here applying the formula of NCR, here our n is 2n, so 2n whole factorial. It is a must to keep 2n in the bracket, because 2n whole factorial is not the same as 2 into n factorial. So divided by 2n minus 3 whole factorial into 3 factorial, and ratio nc3, that is n factorial over n minus 3 factorial into 3 factorial equal to 12 by 1. And this we can see here that 2n whole factorial is bigger than 2n minus 3 whole factorial. So we will just split up 2n whole factorial, that can be written as 2n into 2n minus 1 into 2n minus 2 into 2n minus 3 whole factorial over 2n minus 3 whole factorial and into 3 factorial into, now we will take the reciprocal of this, so it will become 3 factorial over, in the numerator, now whatever is here in denominator, that will become, that will go in the numerator, and we will be getting here, this will become n minus 3 whole factorial into 3 factorial over n factorial. Now n factorial is bigger than n minus 3 factorial, so we will split it up. It will become n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into n minus 3 whole factorial, and we will just cancel out the terms which can be cancelled out. 2n minus 3 whole factorial, here also 2n minus 3 whole factorial, because it is both in the numerator and denominator. Similarly 3 factorial can be cancelled out, and also n minus 3 whole factorial can be cancelled out. So we can cancel this, and that is equal to 12:1, that is 12 by 1. Now we can further simplify this, so we will be having here 2n into 2n minus 1 into 2n minus 2 over n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 equal to 12 by 1. Now simplifying it further, we can cancel this n and n we cancel out. Then from 2n minus 2 we can take out 2 common. So the next step will be getting 2 into 2, 2n minus 1 into n minus 1 over n minus 1 into n minus 2 equal to 12. So n minus 1 and n minus 1 cancel out. What we are getting here is 4 into 2n minus 1 over n minus 2 equal to 12. So this will give us 2n minus 1 over n minus 2 equal to 12 by 4, and that is 3. So therefore what we are getting is 2n minus 1 over n minus 2 equal to 3. Doing the cross multiplication, we will get 2n minus 1 is equal to 3n minus 6. Therefore just we will bring now n terms one side, so we will be getting 2n minus 3n equal to this minus 3n equal to, bringing all constant numbers or constant terms to the right hand side, minus 6 plus 1. So simplifying this further, we will be getting 2n minus 3n, that is minus n, equal to minus 6 plus 1 is minus 5. Therefore what we are getting is n equal to 5. So this question number 2 first part is complete, and the second part is same as the first part. So you will try on your own. So this will be for self trial. So question number 2 second part is for self trial. Exercise 7.4, question number 3. How many chords can be drawn through 21 points on a circle? So solving question number 3, we know that whenever there are two distinct points on a circle and we join them, the line segment joining them is known as a chord. So 2 points are required to get a chord. And since there are 21 points, so the number of chords which are possible is will be 21C2. So it's a very simple question. So now solving question number 21, since when two distinct points, since when two distinct points are joined by a line segment, in a circle, we get a chord. Therefore required number of chords is equal to, how many points are given? 21 points are given, and already we have seen that if you join 2 points, what we get is a chord. So 21 C2 chords are possible, and that is equal to 21 factorial over just formula of NCR, that is n factorial over n minus r factorial to r factorial. So 21 minus 2, that is 19 factorial into 2 factorial. So this will give us 21 into, breaking up the larger factorial, because 21 factorial is bigger than 19 factorial. So we will write 21 factorial as 21 into 20 into 19 factorial over 19 factorial into 2 factorial. 2 factorial is actually 2 into 1. So cancelling out 19 factorial, and 20 can be divided by 2, so that will become 10, and the answer will be 21 into 10, that is 210. So 210 chords are possible. Question number 4. In how many ways can a team of 3 boys and 3 girls be selected from 5 boys and 4 girls? So solving question number 4, total number of boys is equal to 5 and total number of girls equal to 4. Total number of girls, that is equal to 4, and we have to make a team of 3 boys and 3 girls. So number of boys to be selected, number of boys to be selected, that is equal to, from here, that is 3, and number of girls to be selected, that is also from here, 3 girls, so equal to 3. Therefore, in how many ways can a team of 3 boys and 3 girls be selected? From 5 boys and 4 girls. Therefore, number of ways in which a team of 3 boys and 3 girls be selected from 5 boys and 4 girls, and 4 girls, so that is equal to, so total number of boys are 5, but we have to select only 3, so that will be 5C3 multiplied by, why we are multiplying, because it's a continuous process, because you have to select 3 boys and 3 girls, and total number of girls are 4 and number of girls to be selected is 3, so 5C3 into 4C3. Now let us simplify it. So we'll be getting equal to, using the formula of NCR, we'll be getting 5 factorial over 5 minus 3, that is 2 factorial into 3 factorial, into same way here 4 factorial over difference of 4 and 3 is 1, that is 1 factorial into 3 factorial, equal to, now 5 factorial is bigger than 3 factorial, so we'll split up 5 factorial, that can be written as 5 into 4 into 3 factorial over 2 factorial can be written as 2 into 1, that is 2 only, into 3 factorial, multiplied by 4 factorial can be written as 4 into 3 factorial over 1 factorial into 3 factorial. So cancelling out 3 factorial in the first one, because 3 factorial is in the numerator and denominator. So in the second part we are cancelling 3 factorial. Then this 2 can cancel this 4, it will become 2. So the answer we are getting is 5 into 4 is that is 20, 20 into 2 is 40. So the team can be selected in 40 different ways. Question number 5. Find the number of ways of selecting 9 balls from 6 red balls, 5 white balls and 5 blue balls. Each selection consists of 3 balls of each color. So total number of balls to be selected is 9. So solving question number 5, find the number of ways of selecting 9 balls. So total number of balls to be selected, that is equal to 9. Then total number of red balls equal to 6. Total number of white balls, from here, total number of red balls are 6, 5 white balls. So total number of white balls that is equal to 5. And how many blue balls are there? They are also 5. So total number of blue balls equal to 5. And what it says that Each selection consists of 3 balls of each color. So we have to select 3 balls of each color are to be selected. 3 balls of each color. 3 balls of each color are to be selected. Are to be selected, and there are 3 colors. So that is why we are getting 9 balls. Therefore, find the number of ways of selecting 9 balls from 6 red balls, 5 white balls, and 5 blue balls if each selection consists of 3 balls of each color. Therefore, required number of selections. Therefore, required number of selections is equal to. So first of all, out of 6 red balls, we will select 3 because we have to select 3 balls of each color. So 6C3 into. Then we will go for white balls. So 5C3 into. Total number of blue balls are 5. So that is also 5C3. So simplifying this, we can simplify it by using the formula of NCR. So this will be equal to 6 factorial over difference of 6 and 3 is 3. 3 factorial into 3 factorial into 5C3, that is 5 factorial over 5 minus 3, that is 2 factorial into 3 factorial, multiplied by, again same thing, we will get 5 factorial over 2 factorial into 3 factorial equal to. Now we can see that 6 factorial is bigger than 3 factorial, so just we'll split it up. 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 factorial over 3 factorial into 3 factorial can be written as 3 into 2, that is 6, into same way we can write here 5 factorial can be written as 5 into 4 into 3 factorial over 2 factorial, that is 2 into 3 factorial, then multiplied by same, that is 5 factorial over 2 factorial into 3 factorial. So that will give us 5 into 4 into 3 factorial. Why? Because 5 factorial is bigger than 3 factorial. So 2 factorial, that is 2 into 3 factorial. Now let us cancel the terms which can be cancelled out. 3 factorial and 3 factorial will be cancelled out. Then 3 into 2 is 6, that will cancel with 6. 3 factorial and 3 factorial cancel out. Here also 3 factorial and 3 factorial will be cancelled out. 5 and 4, that will give us 2. 5 and 4 and 2, that will give us 2. 4 and 2, that will give us 2. And what we are going to get is here all whatever is needed to be cancelled, that we have done. So 5 into 4 is 20, or we can just multiply the first the numbers with 5. 5 into 5, 5 is coming 3 times. So 5 into 5 into 5 multiplied by 4 into 2, 8, 8 into 2, 16. So this will give us 16 into 5, 25 into 80. So now equal to, so this is 0, 8 into 5 is 40. So 0 here, 4 carried over, 8 into 2, 16, 16 plus 4, 20. So the answer is 2000. So there are 2000 ways of getting the required number of combinations. Exercise 7.4, question number 61. Determine the number of 5 card combinations out of a deck of 52 cards if there is exactly one ace in each combination. So solving question number 61, we know that there are 4 aces. There are 4 aces, and if from 52 we remove 4, what we are going to get is 48, and 48 non-aces. So what we have to get is here, we have to get 5 cards combined such that one card is ace and the remaining 4 cards are non-ace. So very simple. Therefore, the required number of combinations is equal to, out of 4 we select any one, 4C1 into 48C4. Why? Because we have to select total 5 cards 5 cards are to be selected and one has to be ace and the remaining 4 has to be non-ace. So it's very simple. Determine the number of 5 cards combination out of a deck of 2 cards if there is exactly one ace in each combination. So if one is ace, it's obvious that the remaining 4 are non-ace. So simplifying this equal to 4c1, that is difference of 4 and 1, that is first of all 4 factorial over 4 minus 1, that is 3 factorial into 1 factorial, that is 1, into 48c4, that can be written as 48 factorial over 48 minus 4, that is 44 factorial into, that is 4 factorial. So cancelling out these two, this can be written as because 48 factorial is bigger than 44 factorial, we will just split it up. So that can be written as 48 into 47 into 46 into 45 into 44 factorial over, this will become 44 factorial, and here we are having 3 factorial, that is 6 into 44 factorial in the denominator. So cancelling out 44 factorial from the numerator and denominator, and this 6 can also divide 48, so we'll be getting here 8. So what we are getting is equal to 8 into 47 into 46 into 45, and this one multiplication will give us 778320. You can multiply and check it out. So these many ways will be there in which we can have 5 cards such that one card is an ace card and the remaining 4 cards are non-ace cards. So with this question number 6 is complete. Exercise 7.4, question number 7. In how many ways can one select a cricket team of 11 from 17 players in which only 5 players can bowl if each cricket team of 11 must include exactly 4 bowlers? So let us do this question number 7th one. So solving question number 7, total number of players, that is equal to 17. Then total number of bowlers, are equal to 5. Number of bowlers to be selected, equal to 4, and the team is to be composed of 11 players. The team is to be composed of 11 players. Therefore, if 4 players are bowlers, are bowlers, then how many will be non-bowlers? So we are discussing about the team. So if 4 players are bowlers, then 11 minus 4, that is equal to 7 players in the team. 7 players in the team are non-bowlers, and the total number of players are given 17. Also, out of 17 players, out of total 17 players, non-bowlers are how many bowlers are there total? They are 5, and from 17 we'll remove this 5, so 17 minus 5, and that is equal to 12. So 12 players are such that who cannot bowl. So let us form the team of 11 players. Therefore, we can say that here we have, in how many ways can one select a cricket team of 11 players? Therefore, number of ways in which cricket team of cricket team of 11 players, cricket team of 11 players can be selected, can be selected, can be selected such that such that exactly 4 are bowlers, such that exactly 4 are bowlers. So that is equal to, so first of all let us select the bowlers. So total number of bowlers are 5. So from that we have to select 4. So 5C4, selecting 4 bowlers out of 5 bowlers into. Now the non-bowlers we have seen here, they are 12. And from that, how many players we have to select? That is 11 minus 4. I think here also in the above we have done 11 minus 4. That is 7 players. So into 7. So required number of ways in which we can select the players is 5C4 into 12C7. So let us calculate this. This will become 5 factorial over 5 minus 4 is 1 factorial, and 1 factorial is 1 divided by 4 factorial multiplied by 12C7, that can be written as 12 factorial over 12 minus 7 is 5 factorial into 7 factorial. So simplifying this further, equal to 5 factorial is bigger than 4 factorial. So splitting a 5 factorial will be getting as 5 into 4 factorial over 4 factorial into 12 factorial can be written as 12 into 11 into 10 into 9 into 8 into 7 factorial over 7 factorial into 5 factorial. There is no need to go further. Why? Because in the denominator we are having 7 factorial, so it can cancel out. Cancelling 4 factorial and 4 factorial, and cancelling 7 factorial and 7 factorial. Now next what we'll do is we'll expand this 5 factorial and see, let us see what we can get. 5 into 12 into 11 into 10 into 9 into 8 divided by 5 factorial, that can be written as 5 into 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. Cancelling 5 and 5 both from the numerator and denominator. Then we have 4 into 3, that total is 12, and this 12 can cancel out. Then we can cancel this 2 and 8, so it will become 4. So what we are going to get is 8 into 4 is, let us first write it, this will become, then we can write later on 11 into 9 into 4 into 10. 11 into 9 into 4 into 10. So 11 into 9 is 99 into 4 into 10, and this will give us equal to 4 into 9, 36, 3 carried over, 4 into 9, 36 plus 3, that is 396 into 10, so that will become 0. So there are 3960 ways in which we can select the required team. Now question number 8, exercise 7.8, question number 8, solving question number 8. A bag contains 5 black and 6 red balls. Determine the number of ways in which 2 black and 3 red balls can be selected. So total number of black balls, total number of black balls, total number of black balls, that is equal to 5. Total number of red balls, total number of red balls, that is equal to 6. Determine the number of ways in which 2 black and 3 red balls can be selected. So number of black balls to be selected, number of black balls, number of black balls to be selected, that is equal to 2, and number of red balls to be selected, number of red balls to be selected, that is equal to 3. So therefore what we have to do is determine the number of ways in which 2 black and 3 red balls can be selected. Therefore, number of ways number of ways in which number of ways in which two black and 3 red balls and 3 red balls can be selected. So can be selected, that will be equal to, how many black balls we are having? 5. And out of that, how many you have to take? You have to take total number of black balls are 5 and number of balls to be taken from that is 2. So 5C2 into, why? Because this is a continuous process. We have to select 2 black balls and 3 red balls. So we'll do by we know that when two events are occurring simultaneously, we have to multiply them by fundamental principle of counting. So this is 5C2 into, now number of red balls are 6, so 6C3. So simplifying this, equal to, we just apply the formula of NCR. So that is equal to 5 factorial over 5 minus 2, that is 3 factorial into 2 factorial into, same way here applying the formula of NCR, 6 factorial over 6 minus 3, that is 3 factorial into 3 factorial. So now simplifying this further, 5 factorial is bigger than 3 factorial. So we'll split the 5 factorial, that can be written as 5 into 4 into 3 factorial over 3 factorial, and 2 factorial is 2 only, because 2 factorial stands for 2 into 1, that is 2, into 6 factorial can be written as 6 into 5 into 4 into 3 factorial over 3 factorial, and this 3 factorial can be written as 3 into 2 into 1, that is 6 into 6. Cancelling out 3 factorial and 3 factorial, 3 factorial and 3 factorial, 6 and 6, and this 2 can cancel this 4, so it will become 2. And so now multiplying, whatever is remaining, equal to 5 into 2 is 10 into 5 into 4 is 20. So that will give us 200 ways. So in 200 ways we can have 2 black and 3 red balls when 5 black balls and 6 red balls are given to us. So this is the answer of question number 8th. Exercise 7.4, question number 9. In how many ways can a student choose a program of 5 courses if 9 courses are available and 2 specific courses are compulsory for every student? So let us solve this question number 9. So solution 9. Total number of courses available, they are 9. Total number of courses available, that is equal to 9. And the number of programs which the student can choose is 5. So number of programs the student can choose is equal to 5. But out of this 5 also, 2 courses are compulsory. So number of courses which are compulsory, that is equal to 2. So in how many ways can a student choose in a program of 5 courses if 9 courses are available and 2 specific courses are compulsory for every student? Therefore, number of ways in which the student can choose a program of 5 courses, if 9 courses are available, if 9 courses are available and 2 specific courses are compulsory, and 2 specific courses compulsory are compulsory, so that will be equal to, so now how many total number of programs are there? 9, but out of that the child has to select 5, and out of that 5 also 2 are compulsory. So first of all, let's take compulsory. Out of 2, 2 are compulsory, multiplied by, now out of 9 courses 2 are already being selected because they are compulsory, so remaining are now 7 courses, and the child has to take in total 5 courses, so remaining will be, out of 7 he has to select how many courses? 3 courses, because already he has selected 2 courses, so 3 plus 2, that will become 5, so total will be 5 courses. So here we'll write 3. So now simplifying it further, just applying the formula of NCR equal to 2C2, that is 2 factorial over 2 minus 2, that is 0 factorial into 2 factorial into 7C3, that can be written as 7 factorial over 7 minus 3 is 4 factorial into 3 factorial. So now simplifying it further, 2 factorial and 2 factorial cancel out. You get here 1, and 0 factorial we already know is 1. So equal to 1 into 7 factorial is bigger than 4 factorial. So splitting it up, it can be written as 7 into 6 into 5 into 4 factorial over 4 factorial into 3 factorial can be written as 3 into 2 into 1. So 3 into 2 into 1, that will give us 6, and this 6 can be cancelled out. 4 factorial and 4 factorial both being cancelled out. Now multiplying whatever is remaining, so what we will be getting is equal to 1 into 7 is 7 into 5, that is 35. So there are 35 ways in which the student can choose the programs, a program of 5 courses if 9 courses are available and 2 special courses are compulsory. So this is the answer of question number 9. Also with this, our exercise 7.4 is complete, and also the chapter of permutations and combinations is complete.